Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm Sank84 and welcome to Ancestors, the Human Odyssey. Now, this one is a bit of a strange one to me because it's not one I would automatically gravitate to. From what I've read and looked into, you start off as a small clan of apes and you have to learn everything and pass your genetics and knowledge down to the children and evolve into the first humans. And it's not as easy as it may sound, it's also a survival game as well. So, I thought, you know what, let's try something different for once and see, because I'm not really big on survival games. But this one did pique my interest, so I thought I'd give it a chance. So let's get into a new game and see what's in store for us, shall we? Okay, so we are now in the game, and this is us for now. We are a little chimp at the moment, so we now need to find somewhere to hide. So, you just need to keep running around and looking and climbing and do what you need. And we do have sensors, so we can use our sensors to try and find areas. So we'll have a look up here. We can see there's a hiding spot straight ahead of us, so we'll just remember that. And we'll head over there to hide. As I say, as we get along, we will learn new bits and new things to do. So there we go, just hide in there for now. So if any of your youngsters are out on their own, make sure they're hidden, because then they will be safe. So now we take over our main character here, and we need to try and find that child now. So, using what we can, as I say, I have done the tutorial on this, so I do know the basics and a few little bits of the starting area. And actually I'm going the wrong way there, so jump back down, and we want to come over this way. So yep, we've got different things evolve and change as we use them. So as we use our intelligence goes up. As we use our senses go up, and the same with communication skills and everything else. So as you can see, now we are an adult. Using our intelligence here, we can pick up different things. So we've got a hiding spot there. Now that could be where our little chimp is. And we've got other areas down there that are slightly different. So we don't know what that is at the moment. We can switch over to sense, and then obviously we can sense what's down there. And yeah, we can't, there's something there, but we don't know what. And finally, obviously, hearings. So we know the chimp is calling to us, and there we go. We can hear a noise coming from down there. So just listening to that, and there we go. We found where he is. So let's just quickly go and go back into a minute, and obviously memorize where it is, because if you don't memorize, then you'll forget where. Right, so now we need to just get down to him. So just quickly jump down there, and oops, well that was lucky. We didn't get any damage, and there is fall damage in this. So up, round to the chimp, and now we have to comfort him. So wait there, wait for him to reply, and it's all about timing. If you do it too fast or too slow, he'll get scared and won't come out to you. But of course, because we did it, the timing was right, we were able to communicate with them that we're friendly, and out he comes. So let's just get him back to the settlement now, and then we can start exploring the area. Now there is one thing as well, there we go, some more knowledge and abilities there. We'll get into what these are all for and how they're used later on. But yeah, we just need to evolve as much as we can without obviously losing all of our clan members. We are limited by how many we've got, and as you can see there, the days are real. It's not a case of, you know, oh, the days fly by. The days, oh, careful, careful. There we go. Thankfully we managed to grab hold and slow ourselves down there. Yeah, so you do need to concentrate on where you're jumping and where you're going. But yeah, the days do pass, and you can see the timing on it. So yeah, don't be expecting to evolve into fully grown humans with settlements within an hour or so. You're going to be talking, this is going to be a grind. So there we go, we are now back to our settlement. And everyone's happy that the baby was found. So, there we go. Right, now we need to build somewhere to sleep. Before we can do that, we need to figure out what can we do to sleep. So, obviously we've got clan members around. They don't really do much at the moment. They just kind of sit around and wait. But if we just walk up to this one here, we can give it a piggyback. You can carry 2 children at a time, and the more kids you have on, the more each action increases. So you'll see here we've got a green bit here, so if we pick it up and inspect it, okay, at the moment we don't know what it is, so give that, and there we go, we've discovered food, horsetail, so we can now eat it, but we don't know what it does, so we do need to be careful. So if we do eat it, there we go, our senses now have matured, and we now know that not only is it food we can eat, but it also helps heal us up if we take damage. So not only do we get that, but now you can see all the other clan members will start eating it as well, because they know it's safe. Likewise, fresh water. At the moment we have no idea what it is, so we just scoop it up, inspect it, and there we go. We now know it's good to drink and we are okay. So we just drink a bit of it. It doesn't give us any other benefit other than obviously getting our hydration levels up, and obviously we now can improve a bit more, and we'll get into improvements in a moment. Now this starting area, if we just go into senses, we can see there is a lot around that we have no idea what it is. So I select this one for example, we don't know. So let's walk over, have a look at it, and we'll inspect this area now. And once it's finished, there we go. It's a fishing spot. So when we learn to fish, we can come here and get some fish. But obviously we need to figure out how we're going to fish first. All we know so far is there's a lot of fish around there. Okay, so let's go to this one here, grab this and inspect you. And there we go, we've got a tool. We can actually do stuff with this. Now, because I say I already know what this bit is, because of the tutorial and that, let's walk over here, stand here and drop it. Now, at the minute, that's not going to do much. Now there is other things around, but if I just walk over to another one and take it over there, and I can add it. Oh, the camera, there we go. So we've now got a pile. So we've learnt how to create a pile of stuff now, and if we keep going and just keep adding to the pile, eventually we will get enough in that pile that we will learn something new. I'm just going to quickly go back and keep picking these big leaves up and go there, and there we go, we've got enough in there now so we can actually construct. So we just say construct that and then just keep bashing it, just bash and bash, eventually just smush together, and there we go. We've now created a sleeping spot, so we can come here and sleep. Now there is other sleeping spots around, of course, but I'm guessing they were left by a different clan. There we go, so now we've discovered how to build. Okay, so what we need to know is try and form a couple. So, we are female, if you're not sure you can tell by just looking, or if you go into, 1 second. Move, make the come off the way. So yeah, you can tell by either looking, so that you can tell that's female there, just looking at her chest. But oh, okay, fine, never mind. Right, over it. So yeah, there we go. We've got another one here. And we just hold E, you can analyse, and there you go. If you're not sure by looking, you can walk up to them and tell. So, you need to find a male who is similar. Now you can tell who, just looking again by the age, if they're grey, they're old, if they are black, they are of breeding age, and if they are small, they are young. So yeah. So there we go, we found a male who's black and single. So let's groom with him. So there we go, we've got communications up there. So this one now we need to be careful of, because again it's all down to timing. You need to hold the right trigger, wait for the indicator and then let go, and then you'll get your bonus. And it will go up, but if you do it too quick like that one was, it will go down. So you do need to be careful when you do it. So I'm just going to quickly, there we go, couple is formed, okay? Now we need to identify the area that we're in, and remember them triangle bits that we saw before? Well, this is going to teach us all about that. Yeah, this is kind of the tutorial after the tutorial, really. It's kind of like the in-game tutorial. So if we just come around here, use our intelligence, we can, there we go, find that and go discover, and there we go, we have now found the location. We know where we actually live now. So we live in the jungle at Hidden Waterfall Oasis. And I've got to say, this game as well is really beautiful. The atmosphere in the different areas you go to, just the general look of it, even just the feel when you're swinging through the trees, is just, everything is just so nice. But yeah, what we're going to do, there we go, and this is where the game kind of starts proper now. So a meteor comes and crashes. And the thing is as well, you don't need to do this, you can just go off and do your own stuff and completely ignore all these objectives that you get in port. Now the objective of course is to try and get you to move on throughout the game. But, as I say, you can do anything in every order. Of course, some things only activate when you do certain things. But, yeah, I didn't have to do any of that I've just done. I could have gone off and done many other things that I wanted to. Now, we're outside here, so let's have a look around a minute. So, yeah, we're above. There we go. There is a skull over there. So, I just come here and lock onto that skull a moment, identify it. So, there we go. A corpse, yep. And lock onto you, and we'll just jump down here, grab hold of these bushes a minute. Swing and grab. Nope, oops. Swing, grab, and miss. So just quickly. Yeah, unfortunately at the moment, swinging ability isn't that good. So yeah. Let's just climb back up here. We will do the evolution in a moment. So let's go over and there we go. Jump to this one. Climb up, and if we get over to there, we can see, yeah, let's just get in, and let's identify. So there we go, from the cutscene at the beginning, we now know who that is, and let's just pick that egg up, and, yeah, out, there we go, yeah, full damage. So we've done some serious damage to ourselves there. So now, our stamina is going to drop dramatically as we're doing stuff. Health will start to fall if we don't rest. So as you can see that right in the middle there, our stamina is almost out, and once that's gone, we will start taking damage. So, just get off there and we'll rest up here a moment. Now we know how to heal. So while we're here though, let's just inspect the egg that we picked up. can always tell if there's something you don't know what it is, because it always has that weird black aura around it. But there we go. An eagle's egg we've got, so if we try eating that, we've now got stomachache. We cannot eat eggs. Not yet anyway, we haven't got the ability to eat eggs. So we don't want that. So if we press C, we can drop, or if you hold it, you can actually throw things. And that will come in handy later on. Now there is a leaf here, so if we just quickly inspect these leaves, you can actually find out, there you go, they're also edible. So if we just eat that, there we go, that warms us up. So I'm guessing there must be some sort of spice in them or something to warm us up. And yes, you do get cold in this. If you get wet and you're stuck out in the rain, you will start to get cold. So you need to be careful where you are, especially when it's raining. So just actually climb back up here. Once we get back into camp, we can heal ourselves up. And yep, you can also die from falling. You can have a lot of issues if you do not jump properly. So, just quickly get around here. And while we are up pretty high, we should be okay to drop down. There we go, yeah. Right, just eat this. And where is that stuff that heals you now? Yep, it does get dark at night, so let's just use our senses a minute and try and sense what's over there. We don't know, okay. So senses can be used to pick up on different things. So there we go, we know what they are. They're the stuff that's going to heal us because we've already inspected it. So let's walk over and grab hold and eat a couple of them. And as you'll see now, as we eat, the amount of damage you've taken will be reduced. And while it's not much, it's better and quicker than it was. Obviously, there we go, we're now fully healed. And another thing to do as well is sleep. You do need to sleep as well. So we'll just finish eating this. And just, make sure we've got everything. There we go. Right. Sleeping. Now this is an interesting one. So walk over to the bed. You can actually sleep anywhere, but you need to be in a sleeping spot to evolve. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to sleep the night away. And obviously that's a good way of skipping time. As you see, time progresses faster and you will see dreams. Now whether these dreams are of anything in particular or not, it does show something that you can actually use. So for some reason there's one there of somebody fishing. There we go, dawn, and at the bottom you can see what we need. So we could do with a bit of drink, but everything else is fine. But before we get up, let's get back in. Yeah, let's go into the evolution, shall we? Because we picked up a few evolutionary traits. And this is our brain. So you start off with basic nothing. You just have your brain, you're conscious, and you can start working things out. The more you do, the more neurons you get, and the more you can evolve and learn. So we click on this one because we've got enough to unlock it now. So the ability to switch hands with an item is acquired, so we can now use both hands. So we can hold two things instead of one. And then that unlocks the chance to get more. So we'll look at them in a bit. We'll unlock this as well. So now the ability to call all clan members together. So now we can use our communication to get the clan together should we need it. But again, they have to be in range for that. We can now detect non-edible resources from a bit further away. So our senses have gone up. And finally, our perception's gone up. So we can now detect everything else from further away. So, we've got all of our basic senses and abilities now. So let's go out and start using them. So, we might as well stay here for now, because there's so much in this area to check out. So if we walk down here, just quickly grab a drink while we're here. Might as well. So, drink up. Now, yeah, you can't actually tell by looking how your stats are, so you have to try and memorise and be careful. But, down here we go. There we go. We've got the stone, but we don't know what it is, so let's inspect it. There we go. A new tool, so we've now got a Granite Rod. And because of the new abilities we've got, we can actually switch hands. And as we switch hands, that will help build up everything. And we can now hold 2. So again, we'll just put them there, switch you back and put them down. And all we're going to do now is just go around and inspect everything around the area and learn what everything is. So a stick. There we go. We discovered a tool. Okay, now what we can do with that is, no, I didn't want to drop that. Pick that back up. Put that into the other hand a minute, and then pick up a rock. And now we can learn a new skill. That if you bash the rock onto the stick, again, wait for the right moment. You can do it too late, and there you go, our dexterity is going up there. If you do it too late, you can do damage to it. If you don't do it enough, then you don't actually do anything to it. You've got to make sure you're in the right area. And of course, the more you do it, the quicker all this happens. There we go, we've now discovered how to make a hitting stick. So, quickly just switch hands with them and give that a quick inspect. Every time you get something that you always have to inspect it so you know what it is. So we've got a new tool, we've now got a stick. So instead of a dead branch, it's now a stick. But that's not all. We carry on whacking it a little bit more. So, few whacks with this. Let's see. Oh. No, there we go. I kept on too long and it broke. So, we can start that again. But there is more than one way to strip a branch. So, we just swap hands again a moment and just drop the stone. We can actually alter it with our bare hands. There we go. You can actually strip it really quick with your hands. And that's probably the best way to do it. So let's pick up the stone again and try whacking a bit more. So, 2 whacks with this. And eventually, it should start to change. There you go, you can start to see now it's breaking off parts of it. And eventually, enough will break off. And there we go. Now, we can alter the stick. So let's find out what we've created now. So there we go, we've got a bit extra knowledge there. And let's inspect our new stick. There we go, we've got a new tool. A sharpened stick. Now, unfortunately, no, you can't use this as a weapon. We haven't learned to fight yet. So, we've got this, and because we've learned it, all the others have learned it as well. And what you can do is you can actually give it to them, and they can hold it and use whatever you wish. Now, remember we had the whole thing about communication, so if we just hold down the right button, we can call all of our clan around and they will actually follow us. So that will also help you in learning different aspects quicker. Because obviously as all the clans are learning new things, it helps you evolve quicker than doing it on your own. So we found some more food. Now, what does this food do to us? So we'll just eat it and find out, shall we? There we go, we can get nutrients from berries. So at the moment, berries are the best source of food for us. So we'll get more from there. So we'll just get our senses out again, and we'll focus on this here. So we've got some over here again, and this is what this game is all about really, is going around, finding things, inspecting them, trying them out, and learning. And it's not a case of, oh yeah, right, we've learned it, right, we've done. It's a lot of trial and error really, you know, what's good, what's not. There we go. That has given us an upset stomach, but it also gives us defense against something else. I'm not quite sure what that is myself. So there we go with that one. Now, we'll just get our senses out. Now you can see over there, the senses, there's 3 different colours. Green, because we know that's food, blue, because we know it's water, and then that white off colour, because we don't know what it is. So that's the one we want to identify. Now we know it's food. And the one over there, there we go, we've got more, and our senses have improved. So we can try and improve them a bit more and evolve them. But we'll do again in a bit. And apart from obviously just senses that are intelligent around here as well. So there we go. That should, I think, what are you? You're like, there we go. There's an 8 over there. We can sense there's an 8 over in that direction. And there we go. That's where the dead body is up there. But also up here there is something, but we don't know what it is. So let's climb up here and have a nosy at what's up this. And yeah, we are a bit off because obviously we are still feeling the effects of them mushrooms, and yet they will climb trees and follow you. There we go. So we've got something now, so let's inspect that and see what we've got. Of course we already know what it is, but obviously we don't, because, well, they've never seen it before. So there you go. Cocos, sorry. So we can't really do anything with that at the moment, but if we switch hands, now this is one of the fun ones as well, because if we try and alter it just by pulling it apart, yeah, there are things you can pull apart, some things you can, some things you can't. Just keep going until we've ripped all the skin off. There we go. We've now got a new discovery, and we've realised that we can actually strip it down. So, let's again switch hands with that and inspect it. Yeah, you can inspect with one hand and you alter with the other. There we go. We've discovered a coconut. So, can we do anything with that? Well, we can't eat it at the moment, but can we strip it back? Let's take a bit. Nothing actually happening at the moment. There's no sweet spot. So, you can tell by that there's no sweet spot. You cannot strip it. So, what we can do is pick up this, and then you just give it a little bash and break it. Yeah, hit that a bit too hard. So let's climb back up. Okay, not this one. It's over here. So no, don't fall. Right. Climb back up this a minute, and you just hang out there. I'll grab another one. But while we've got it like this, before we strip it down, oh yeah, we need to switch hands. Right, before we strip that down, what we can do is if we actually hit this one, no, wrong hand, swap hands, there we go, that's the one I want. Right, just gently hit this, you can see it starts to crack, and eventually we'll get through this. There we go. So we've now got something else. So we'll just again put back around with that and inspect what we got now. There we go, different food now. We've got a cracked cocoa and we can actually drink it. So, we just do this now and drink from there. Not only will it get our quench our thirst, but there we go. We now have two effects there that we can help with them. So if we get poisoned, that will help, and whatever that, I think that's berry poison, I think they're both different types of poison. So we know about that. So come here, where's, there we go, there's one over there, you. Let's give that to you, you can have that and do whatever you want with it. What we're going to do is we're going to get one more coconut, and I'll show you the last things we can do with it. Right. So, swap hands again, and we want to drop, oh no, drop the wrong one there, drop the stone, the coconut up, and we want to strip it back again, back to the actual coconut itself. Again, just be careful you don't do too much because you can end up breaking it. Everything has its own health bar. Not that you can see it. That one. There we go. Right, so we've got our coconut back there. Right, pick you up. And now, let's be careful with this, with what we do. There we go. We've now cracked the coconut open, so switch hands with that. And inspect this coconut. Okay, so now we've got an opened coconut and we can actually eat that, so we've got food. So if we just try eating it a bit, there we go, we've got our senses have improved a bit more. And it doesn't seem to be actually giving us anything, but as you can see, it's lasting a lot longer than any other food. So if we're really hungry, these will be really good for, you know, getting our hunger levels back up. So let's just switch hands with that and do to the fire. Now, you know, we could stay around here and, you know, enjoy a lot of time around here. And I think actually we will, because of what time it is. We don't really want to be going out into the jungle at night. So, just have a nose. As you can see, there are a lot of things around. And just grab that a minute and say reminder. There are things as well you can't interact with. Like this, it doesn't pick up what these bramble bushes are. So, again, that will be something that happens probably later on. So, again, we'll just check your senses and make sure we know where everything is and what is what. There we go, we've got them. And there you go, there's something else up here. Okay, well, there's more coconuts right up to the top. And we already know what all them are. But if we switch, there we go, switch to intelligence, there is something up here. So let's go and have a nosy, shall we? And of course, again, you know, you can say, oh, well, I already know what it is. But yeah, this isn't about what we know, it's about what they know. I'm learning everything. And I do really enjoy, there we go, keep a distance and inspect it. There we go, a gathering spot there, there's a beehive. Now, the question with that is how do you get the honey out without being attacked? Well, that's something you're going to have to learn. And talking about learning, you just quickly jump down and get another stick. So yeah, if you walk over to here with the stick, can't do anything with it. Nothing we can do. Now, if we were to switch hands a minute, and then strip that back, there we go. We, again, still not letting us do anything. Okay. One moment. You, give me that stick. I'm not making another one. I want to swap. There we go. You take that one, I'll take this. There we go. Right. Where is that stick? There we go. Now, if we poke, there we go. We can now fish. We've learned how to fish. But now we need to get the fish off. So again, let's switch hands and then just again have to be careful because we can either do it too hard or too soft and we won't get what we want. There we go. Inspect that, and it's not actually a fish, it's a crab. So there we go. A crayfish. So if we try eating the crayfish, yeah, we can't actually eat it. There we go, we've got a stomach upset now. And for some reason they all feel it. Okay, so I think that is a good time to go and have a nap and then evolve with everything we've learned on day 3. So let's just curl up in bed here. Get rid of that upset stomach. And then in the morning we can have a look at, there we go, that's gone now. So we've got a couple of apes there, we've got that ape doing something over there, another one looking up there. So yeah, having a couple of dreams, and as the sun rises and we get up, we can go back into our evolution. So there we go, we've got a fair few there that we can actually try and advance on. So if we do this one, once connected, the ability to transfer items to the other hand while moving will be possible. There we go. We'll just connect them to there. So now, as we're moving, we can actually switch hands. We don't have to stop to switch. And as you can see, another one has opened up, and we've already advanced enough that we can do that. So once connected, it's possible to drop an item when moving. So again, instead of having to stop to drop it, we can do it while we're moving. Okay, let's move down to here and see what this one is. So once connected, the range of detection. So again, this is all about being able to detect things at greater range or in greater capacity. So that one is the range one. You go. So there we go. Inspection of the quality of the food is better. So we learn more about food now when we inspect it. And finally, get you. And there we go. The range for detection is increased as well. So that's good. Okay, so that is everything now upgraded there that we can do. So we'll come back out and let's do day 4. But day 4, yeah, we're gonna leave this area for now. We're gonna go travelling a little bit once we've got this. Cut something here as well. So we just inspect this as well. Again, always inspect everything. You know, it will get your neurons kicking in. So there we go. Obsidian. We know now we've got obsidian here. So we'll leave that there for now, and we're going to climb up the top there. See what's up this way. So you can climb. Yeah, you can climb trees. You can climb the walls. You can climb anything really. There's very little that it won't let you climb up. So now we are up here. Let's use our senses to see what's about. So again, you know there's food here. That's good to know. We also know all about them. Switch over to our intelligence now, and then we can just detect what's here and if there's anything of worth. Oh, there you go, dead branch there, and it shows you what we already know that it can be used for. And again, the bramble bushes over here, we can't do anything with at this moment in time. So we can leave them for now. So we just move on. You'll actually see as well that it wasn't actually bramble bushes, all of them. There's one here, so let's grab this and give it an inspection, shall we? Because we haven't even though we've been using them, we didn't actually inspect them. So there we go. Basalt. Okay, so yeah, it was a different type of rock we used. So there we go, we'll just jump over a minute, and before we leave the relative safety, let's just listen out for anything. So over there, we know something's there, so we'll lock onto you, and jump over this way, climb all the way, that's okay, and over you. Just to see, yet there's an 8 over there that's not part of our clan. So what we can do with this one is open it. Yep, as you can see, there's another thing there. So if we look at that and memorise a minute, get into the right position. We can't because we're carrying too much. So just drop that rock a minute, pick you up, and inspect you. Okay, so we've got a new tool. There we go. Fibre. Now this one, if we apply it to ourselves, because we seem to know that it needs to be applied and not eaten, that helps if you're bleeding. And trust me when I say, yeah, there are things that can make you bleed quite easily in this. So yeah, we're not the top predator out here. Yeah, I've done it again. We completely missed the jump. And hello there. Right, I don't think there's anything around here, is that, or is that? So just stop a minute and have a nose if you can find anything we know. That's rock. That's a fishing spot. So yeah, once you've learned it, you can remember what things are. So it's not a case of learning everything over and over again. Switch over to our senses. There we go. That's what we want. And as you can see, we can actually sense multiple things now. So let's just quickly get across the water here. Drop you. We'll just quickly grab a couple of you to heal ourselves up. That'll have to do, because they've eaten all the other ones. Right, where is that fibre gone? Ah, the fibre's disappeared. Never mind. Right. Now, where is Mr. or Mrs. 8, whichever one? We've kind of lost them. So, where? Don't know, but we've got a few things around to look at, so we might as well, even though we can tell by looking at them, always scan them because it gives you points towards your different abilities. Where are you? You? There we go, right, we remember where that is now. Again, I'm going to quickly climb up here. And this time, we're not going to jump right down and end up dying. Right. Just climbing up, find the right path. Get towards the bit. I don't actually think you were the one we were going for a minute ago. You're a different one. So jump over to trunk here. Right round. And yet we're doing all this with 2 children on us. So, there we go. There. So you can see that something's up with that one there. We're looking at it. We don't know what's wrong with them, but we can see something is wrong. So we need to figure out what is wrong. And unfortunately, we don't have the communication skills to find out. Although they look a bit scared, they do. Right. Let's just quickly jump down here. That's one of our clan members there, so that's okay. And yeah, just pop over here as well, because there is something new over here that we've not discovered yet. So, let's memorise that, and yeah, we will go on further out in a minute. So, inspect this. So a gathering spot, so it's got a liftable rock in it. Right, so again, swap to the other hand and lift. Nope, it broke. So yeah, it's always good to have tools with you, but remember they can break. There we go. Oh, that's saying that we succeeded. We didn't. Right, okay. Got to be some dead branches around here somewhere, I'm sure of it. No. Right, find some dead branches and then we'll try again. Okay, do a bit of scanning, there's some more fibre. Got over there. Basil, there we go, we've got some more intelligence going up there. No, this is all fibre in the tree. So we need to be careful. That's the one we were meant to be memorising for. So we've got one here and one down there. So let's head over to that one for now. And I think we just about managed to grab the bottom of that tree. So yeah, you do need to be careful. There's a lot of falling if you miss. And yeah, you don't really want to be staying on the floor, as we'll find out when we go a bit deeper. So let's climb up here a minute. There's the nest. We've got to keep away from that. And where is that? Right. Try and grab hold. Whew, that was close. Thank you. And figure out what's wrong with you here. And if we can figure it out by looking, it'll make it a lot easier. Where are you? There. You look like you've got an upset stomach. So, we need to find something that's going to settle the stomach. Just a minute, there is something up here. We'll inspect what this is quickly. There we go, we've got some more food there. And we'll eat it to figure out what it actually does. Quickly finish eating it up. Quite a fair bit in this one. There we go. Nothing, but it does give us a lot. So what we can do is get back over here a minute. Where have you gone? Okay, watch out the way a minute. I need to find. That's the only issue now with all of them being here. So there we go. We can give that to you. No, not that. Eat. I want to give. There we go. Hungry. So there we go. That sheep was hungry. So once she's finished eating that, she should then. There we go. Yeah. She's agreed to join the clan. So that is another way of getting your clan members up. So let's just quickly jump over this way a minute. And I am, as I say, trying to take the less dangerous route. So make sure the jumps we make are relatively easy. But we just jump onto here. Get our senses out a minute. So if we see if we can sense anything, there we go. Something down there we can sense. Get onto it. Don't know what that is. So there we go. Let's climb down and figure out. There we go. Oh, now our senses are kicking in. As you can see there, that something dangerous is around that we're not sure of. And there we go, it's a snake. So we can try and intimidate it. And there we go. It's an eastern green mamba, and we were able to scare it off. Trying. There we go. Let's keep going. We'll keep our communication's gone up there. That's fine. Just quickly check you. Let's see what else is around in this area. So there are other animals around here that will attack you if you're not careful. Dead branch over there. Thankfully, as I say, we've got our clan members with us. But yeah, until we can learn to fight, then yeah, we're not going to really be good for much. So let's think around while we're here, because looking at the time, we are going to have to start heading back. We want to get back before dark. So let's quickly head back, and then we can rest the night away, and then wake up nice and refreshed tomorrow, ready for a relatively long expedition. But tomorrow we're going to be going out on our own. Now there is nothing stopping me from grabbing these and building a bed right here. But yeah, you want to be trying to make sure you're sleeping in a good area. Oh, there we go. Just identify them branches, that's fine. So grab you and then quickly turn this into a basic stick. There we go. And the reason I've done that, it will come clear in a moment. Again, just climb up the top here, because we know if we're in where we believe we are, should be up here where that lifting rock was. Yeah, you can see down there as well in the bottom right hand corner that little strange icon thing with the dots and the lines. Yeah, we are in the right spot. The big one in the middle is you. Whichever one you are controlling, that is you. The two at the top are the elderly. The four to the left are of breeding age, and the two yellowy orange ones are the youngsters. And the lines on them means they are following your lead, so you are getting more for everything you do. So let's see if we can lift this now again properly. There we go. Lift it up, and there is something underneath it. So we'll do that in a moment. We've got more rocks here. So turn it over, and there's more mushrooms in there. Now it's always good to turn these over because you can get different things in them. They're not always the same mushrooms. Although, nope, that looks like something different. So let's pick you up and see what you are. So there we go, we've got a new tool. We've got mud. Okay, so if we apply the mud to ourselves, I'm guessing that's gonna be for bleeding. Oh wow! Whoa, that yes, bleeding. I'm guessing that's if we get 2 pots, and no idea what that. Oh, I wonder if that's blindness. I wonder. I've not had that. Seen that one, but yeah. Okay, so that's good that we've got that. Oh, we've still got more of it, have we? Wow. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna put it down there for now because I want to inspect these, and then we're gonna head back and go to sleep. Go right, so eat that, and yeah, as you can see there, again, we're not able to eat these quite yet, so it's going to give us an upset stomach for eating them. So yeah, let's head to bed. It's 9 o'clock after all, so time for a snooze. Go sleep through the night. Now one thing you can do if you really want to get into this, I would say I'm just going through to show you different things and rushing parts of it, but you can go around collecting everything and piling it all up. Oh well, we had a bit of a lie today. We need a drink of water. Okay, well we're going to evolve anyway, but yeah, you can go around and stay in this one area, gathering everything, bringing it back, piling it, making everything, you know, as you want it. There's nothing stopping you doing that. But today we're going to do something slightly different at the moment. So, let's connect that one up. There we go. The ability to detect again has gone up. But this time the intelligence one. And improve you. There we go. Now we can identify groups of things. And communication, there we go. So, wildfire clan members are able to automatically mimic an intimidation or the action of conquering fear. Yeah, we'll get to that today, I think. And then, yes, there wasn't one over here, so let's just grab this one quickly. And there we go again. This time in sensing, we can automatically get improvement. So, there we go. And yeah, if we could just scroll out at the moment. So, to pass a generation, you must be an adult, be in your clan's active settlement, and the clan must have at least one child. So we've got that, yep, that's fine. And then if we come out, we can see that everything that we can expand into, and then we can come out and we've got things we can evolve. Later on we can evolve down, you know, into different paths and different things. So we've got the Jungle Explorer one, so if we wanted to, we could do that, but we're not going to at the moment. Because as I say, just for this last run out for today, before we end it, we're going to just see what dangers are around here. Now we already know about the snake, but yeah, there's a fair bit more than just snakes in this jungle. I mean, we saw in the cutscene at the beginning, there's crocodiles, alligators, panthers. Well, thankfully I've never run into a panther yet in this. But there are other things that are just as scary. So let's come down here and it's a new area. Let's just quickly sense what you are. There we go. And yeah, we'll grab you and we can actually inspect them. I know what you are. So yeah, always grab and learn everything you can, and once it tells you what it is, as long as it's the first time doing it, just eat it or do whatever it says. because that will then let you know if you can have it. So we know that if we find them and we eat them, it will help regarding poisoning. So that's good to know. So quickly do a little bit of scanning. So we've got a liftable rock there. More granite, and yet, even though we've done this once already or several times, we're still gaining knowledge and experience for them. So they've got your more blue mushrooms. You, oh, we've got intimidate, so we need to be careful for that, and that was like more mud. Right, what needs intimidating? That's the question now. See. Oh, is that it down there? Yeah, put something down there. So give that a listen. Oh, it's just another one of them snakes. Right, that's fine. We'll just walk over. And this time now, if we do our intimidate, they should... Oh, we're not intimidating, never mind. I'm just calling them. Yeah, that snake ran off before we could intimidate it. Right, well actually, that's not mud. Because what you're saying it was something new. There we go, pick it up. Oh no, it is mud, that's okay. There must be something else that it was picking up. Right, let's move along a little bit further. To get up the legs of here. Can do a little scan again. That's what it's all about doing, is moving a bit, scanning, move a bit and scan, learn the area, learn what's around, and what is helpful and what's not. So you can see there's another diamond bit there that we've missed. So we can head over that way for a minute. We're still carrying that. So, just climb up the tree here. Yeah, the diamonds are special locations. So, always a good idea to check them out if you can. Please climb up here. Where is it? There. So, jump over, and once you get close enough, you'll find as well the diamonds are always kind of like floating. They're not actually on anything specific. They're kind of like, as I say, just floating in the air. So we'll discover that. Okay, so there we go. New landmark discovered. So, the sister arch is there. Nice little cutscene to show it off. And these are... well, as it says, they're memorable locations, but they're also kind of good places for settlement when you want to move and change. So, just going to quickly jump over here, and I've dropped my stick, never mind. Right. Oh, there is a frog there, and I can't follow it off, never mind. So there we go, there's water there, kind of already can tell that, but as I say, it's always best to scan and find things. Okay, right, it's not letting us pick up on the frog. Yes, that's not an actual thing we can hunt or gather or anything like that, but just following the water, that's all we need to do for now. Have a quick drink, because I don't think I had a drink when I got up. And yeah, we've come a fair bit of distance here now. Right, let's get out of the water, because yeah, water is, while it does get you, you know, some points regarding mobility. You do, yeah, it does slow you down a fair bit. So we've got a hiding spot here. Not that we can use it because we are too big. But just quickly scan around everywhere, making sure that we've got everything picked up. Sense bit, and there we go. Something there that we don't know what it is. But as you can see now, we've changed. It's now stagnant water, so we're going to look at that in a moment. But I just here a minute. Take time. Nope, it's not letting me interact with that. I'll do that in a minute. But yeah, just scoop this up and give it an inspect. There we go. New discovery, stagnant water. Now you can drink this, but yeah, see, there you go. You end up with that sort of poisoning, and that lasts a while. Now we do know how to get rid of it. That's fine, but we're not going to for now because I'm not going to rush around looking for the cure for it. That will pass. It doesn't do any damage to your health or anything. It just makes you feel a bit off. We've got a few bits there. Oh, some more obsidian over there. That's nice. That's not what we're down here looking for. Hiding spots. Okay, so we can't detect what it is. Come for, but what we use. Oh, stagnant water, right, that's okay. That's the stagnant water image. So, yeah, you don't want to be drinking stagnant water unless you are extremely desperate. And even then, I don't really think you want to be drinking it. Right, so get back onto that minute. Block off, right. Okay, so yeah, that's just more bramble bushes that we can't interact with at the moment. But you need to be careful as well because there are other things that are around here. Just get up out of the way. And yeah, I do love the effect that you have. If you're ill or something's affecting you, it does affect the camera. So just quickly look out. There we go. We've got another one close by up there. So we're going to head that way in a minute. Yeah, there's loads of locations around that you can go and find and explore. Let's use our senses a minute. Oh, that's another 8 down there. What are you? There we go. There's something moving over there and we don't know what it is. So, let's not jump down into the water, thank you. But, just climb up. See there, it is, well, apologies here, I'm not sure if it's a crocodile or an alligator, don't know the difference between them, and I'm not going to stop to check it out at the moment. Yeah, you can hear it there, and as you can see there, fear is starting to take over, so we need to try and intimidate it as much as we can, and I think we actually did. Yeah, it seems to be running away from us. Now that could be because the whole clan's there intimidating it. I'm not sure, but there we go, yeah, we managed to scare it off. But we are, quite amusingly, on this side of the branch that we're on, we're calm, we're fine. But on the other side, that's a completely new section that we don't know anything about. So what we do in here is we need to send and figure out what's here to calm ourselves down a bit. So it's just a matter of getting a few bits before our senses become overwhelmed. So that's another reason why you want as many things as possible before you start exploring, so it makes exploration that much easier. So yeah, we'll just climb up here a bit, and hopefully That's going to disappear soon, so we're now halfway through it. Yeah, you do get stuck a bit on it, you do. Some of the way of climbing are not exactly easy. So, we've got them. Yeah, we're heading up there. So, yeah, as you can see, this is draining our stamina, being ill. We do really need to rest, but unfortunately, oh, you can sense something around here that's hostile. No, that's just a couple of apes. Oh, that just jumped then, sure it did. Oh, there we go, there's an ape there. There we go. We've got some ape friends now up here. Oh, there we go. Giant snake, a python. And yeah, as you can see now, we are bleeding, but we cannot fight. We haven't learned the ability to fight yet. So we're now poisoned and bleeding, and yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, and now we are losing health. So we need to get out of here as quick as we can and try and find somewhere safe. Now, they can get attacked as well. So another reason to get out of here is so they don't get attacked. Right, we know that up in the trees somewhere should be a lot of dead branches, unfortunately, because of where we are. Yeah. No, we don't want that. There we go, that's what we want. Fibre. We know there's fibre over this way. Unfortunately, yeah, our health might not last that long. Where is it? Oh, this one, I think. Can't see. Oh, unfortunately, yeah, the way everything is, with being poisoned and that, and the camera angle doesn't always help. Climb up here. There we go. That's wore off at least. So now, yeah, you're in that tree there. I'm in the wrong tree. Ah, sugar. This one. Where's it gone? Yeah, that's the only problem now. We've lost it. You. There we go. Right. Get you locked on. And yes, I know. I'm going. Right. There we go. Up. Come on, quickly get up. Unfortunately, yeah, it's not an exact location marker, so easy to get lost. And then, yeah, oh, it needs to fall off as well. So unfortunately, yeah, a lot of your deaths sometimes are because you just cannot get to the location you want to. Right. Climb back up here again. Get on the top a minute. Stop. Where's gone? So, walk up. Should be round here. Some over there. Right. You can see that branch. Oh! Grab, swing. I'm probably in the wrong area again. Nope, we seem to be okay this time, thankfully. So, come on. Get around. Yes and no, I know, it hurts. There we go. We got to it this time. Right, grab you. Apply. And then that's now healed us. So, we haven't lost health, and our maximum health has dropped, but at least we're not bleeding out anymore, and night has set in. So, let's quickly move over, because I want to get to that meteorite before the end of today. But yeah, as you can see, there are many different creatures around that want to kill you. And different ones come out at night. Yes, the day-night cycle is fairly... There we go. Surroundings rationalised now, because we've managed to identify. So we need to follow the wind, I guess this is, to get to the correct location to open this area up to us. We're not scared of it anymore. And there it is, right there in the middle of the swamp. Of course it will be in the middle of the swamp. So, just make sure our senses not, yeah, there we go, got it. Okay, it's not in the middle of the swamp. It was, there we go. The range now that we can travel has now been expanded, so it was actually on this cliff here. I thought it was actually in the middle of the swamp. That's okay then. Right, let's get up here a minute, so we can try and have a look around. We know the meteor came down somewhere, but we don't know where, so we don't want to go past it. That's the one thing we don't want to do. No, you're fiber. You're a hiding spot, okay. Switch over a minute to sensors and no. So we've got coconuts down there should we need them. Okay, that's not what we wanted. So what I use over here. Nope, you're more food. I mean, don't get me wrong, food's great when you're doing this normal. When I'm trying to rush to set point, not the best. Get down here a moment. Right, what are you? No, you're for a bed. Hiding spot. No, don't want you to, but we'll head over to you in a minute and you seem close. No. Yeah. And hear things around as well if you're quiet enough. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to because I'm talking, so I'm not going to be able to listen out for things that could attack and kill us. Yeah, just keep going because eventually we will get to it. And yeah, you can see now because we are getting tired, the screen is starting to change and someone's being attacked. There we go, yeah. Let's try and scare him off. There we go. Yeah, we managed to save him. But yeah, saber-tooth tiger there, attacking one of our clan members. And thankfully, because we are together, that's the thing about being together as well. You can scare them off. If you're on your own, you're not going to scare them off as easy. Whereas, if you are all together, then yeah, you can scare them off. So let's get into the trees a minute and just have a snap up here. So, what we get nice and high. Well, you want to get high, but not too high. Now, I think they are actually bleeding out them too, but there's nothing I can do at the moment in time. So, let's just lie down and have a sleep in the tree. Get our energy back up. Oh, there we go. We are dreaming of elephants and rock gods. Okay, and I can't see what that one is. But there we go. We are now wide awake. We need food and drink. The sun is up, so that means all the creatures are going to be awake. And we're okay there. Right. I'm not sure which way we're facing now. That is the only problem I've got now. What was that then? Basil, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, they won't go and heal themselves up. You have to go and do it for them. But we're okay for now. Right. Find some food because we are kind of a bit slow at the moment. There we go. Eat this slug. That should get... Oh! Watch out. Yeah, see? attacked now by that. We've now been poisoned. So, right, finish this. Oh, sugar, right, yeah, he's back for more. Dodge, we're now bleeding. So, try and get out of the way of it, and I think this one's going to finish us off. We intimidate him away. I don't think we're going to. No! Nope, he's going to kill us, and with the whole clan here, he's going to get us all. So I think this could be the end of our clan. Right, I can't see. Yeah, right, let's try and get out of here. If we can climb up and get out of here, we should be okay. Right. Go up nice and high, out the way. Let's do our intimidation from up here. Hopefully he'll leave us alone now. Nope, he's still attacking them down there. Great. So we've got a load of issues at the moment. We are poisoned, we are bleeding, and we are nearly dead. So, as the clan is about to be wiped out, I think that is going to be a great spot to end it for today. So yeah, this is Ancestors, the Human Odyssey. And it's a weird one. There's so much going on that you need to learn and do and work out. And yeah, if you try going too far, too fast, well, you can see the state that we're in now, covered in blood, poisoned, and our clan is being eaten down below. So yeah, because we haven't learned to fight yet, we're not doing too well. So yeah, look out for this one. I'll put the link to it down below to the Steam page if you are interested. It is a pretty good game, I've got to say. Oh, and there we go, we just bumped into a warthog. Great. More things to attack and kill them. So yeah, take that as a recommendation if you will. This is a really enjoyable and challenging one, but it's not for everyone. This is going to be for those who like the grind, who like to do things slowly and take things one day at a time. Literally, as you can see there, we're only on day 6. So, that's it for today. This week we've got all of our usuals coming. We've got Crusader Kings 2, or no we're not. We've got Crusader Kings 3, on Tuesday. We've got Fallout 4 Dungeons and Dragons on Monday and Friday. Beyond the Steel Sky as usual on Wednesday. And then at the weekend I haven't a foggiest yet what's going to be going on, because I don't know what's happening yet with Blackthorn Arena. There's still a lot of issues going on with their game and it's causing a lot of problems. So wait for that and we'll see what goes on Saturday, and then of course on Sunday we're going to have another Sunday surprise. But coming up as well on the 26th of September we're going to have 2 episodes, you lucky people. Yes, I have got a plan for my birthday and I think you should hopefully enjoy the episode that I put out there. So look forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been Sanky84. This has been Ancestors, a Human Odyssey. Thank you so much for joining me. Look after each other. And until next time, goodbye.